Catch a wave on us. Make a friend, just enjoy the moment. I'm blue sky walking on these haters. Celebrate every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up. But don't wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. I'm outstanding, so I stand out. More babes than a bathhouse. Top gun on my Tom Cruise. Play for keeps and I don't lose. You're more than laughing cause it's cool as a breeze. So pick the poison, yeah, I got what you need. Nonchalant, got the on rotation all night. We gon' keep it like a catch a wave on us. Make a friend, just enjoy the moment. I'm blue sky walking on these haters. Every day like a birthday. Things come to those that wait up. Wait to jump in too long. Don't sleep, you gotta stay up. Sleep, you gotta stay up. Wildin' on my haters. In my 23s having a Jordan moment. Wildin' with the paper. Ice all on my chain. I just hope you staying up. Hanging with the dangerous. I get with my chain. Take a look. Yeah. Come and catch a wave. Take one out my cup. Yeah. Wildin' in SV. Yeah. Moving up your street. When we on the creek, can't be saying to the beat. Ain't no day, ain't no night. Make no plans, ain't no sleep.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Antetokounmpo, clutch out there with Jay. Then there's Insanity, and it's Coleman in at the 3. We've got Jay out there with Jay. Then it's Williams. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. And Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right now?
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Cross. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now Johnson. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Williams can't hit. Here's Insanity. Pass to Jay. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Clutch. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Pass to Jay. Misses the three. Gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Insanity, the pass to Jay. Here's Clutch to the middle. Shot clock at 6. It's good.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Jay. They need this. Williams gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Insanity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Johnson surveying the floor. Jay, the pass to Johnson. They set the pick. Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. It's hauled in by Insanity. Gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year.
Boy, they had so many guys with quick feet and quick hands on that team. I mean, they put relentless pressure on the opponent. And as a result, they came up with an awful lot of steals. I mean, this team has been very impressive defensively.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Team foul. At the line for 2, number 20.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Coleman. Last game out, he had 40 points. Pass to Jay. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 4. And the shot goes in.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Jay. Back to Johnson. Pass to Jay. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Here's Jay. From deep three-point territory. Jay with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Good on the three-point shot. 6 points for Williams.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here's Johnson. No scoring in this one. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Clutch. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Insanity, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Williams' shot is off. Gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Pass to Jay. Back to Williams. To the left side wing. Jay. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Jay's checked in for Jay. On defense, the visitors. 9-point game. The baseline Jay. It's deflected. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Insanity, the pass to Jay. Here's Insanity. Tries it from 19, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Insanity's got 9.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Jay. 8 points his last outing. Jay, the pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Here's Jay. Pass to Jay. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Here's Jay. Here's Insanity. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. .52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Jay. To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. A finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Jay. Williams, that's good. He's got 9.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Two on the clock. That shot off. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
We've got Johnson. Williams is out there with Jay. Then there's Jay, and it's Jay in at the 5 spot. Antetokounmpo out there with Insanity, and it's Clutch. Then there's Jay, and it's Coleman in at the 3.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Insanity. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo to the inside. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Jay. Pass to Johnson. And the shot is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Clutch. He's guarded by Johnson. Antetokounmpo passes to Coleman. Here's Insanity, and good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Insanity's got 4 points this quarter. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Pass to Jay. Now Williams launches it. It's hauled in by Insanity. Insanity's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Down low. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
Johnson right side, and the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team foul.
And the home team has possession. They trail by 18. Williams finds Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jay. And Clutch pulls it down. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. This season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. Now here's Williams. Johnson outside. Can they get it? Tries to save it. On Tuesday and then on Friday. Jay checked in for Jay. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Here's Jay. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. And the 3 off target.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Williams. Here's Jay. Antetokounmpo defending, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3
On fait pas de faute éliminatoire. Je peux en faire comme Terminator. Je je les vois de loin comme les miradors. Vite la taille de la jante, beaucoup de papier, pas de langue de bois. Le bracelet ça coûte une jambe et le prix d'une montre peut coûter un bras. J'suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux le feed, j'suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, j'suis 800 d'abord. J'connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Je les vois tourner tous autour de ma comme un chaise musicale, comme si je fais 200 000 en vente digitale. Mon gros même ta meuf écoute la ligue. T'as peur de la quand je fais la fête. C'est toi qui passe, c'est moi qui. Tu penses que c'est l'entourage, mais c'est moi qui leak. Carré, je suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux les filles, je suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, je suis 800 d'abord. Je connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Beaucoup de papier, pas de langue de bois. Parce que ça coûte une jambe. Tout le monde veut goûter un bois. On fait pas de faute éliminatoire. J'ai cœur en fer comme Terminator. Je les vois de loin comme les miradors. Je suis solide, si tu m'aimes, MMA, fort. Tu veux les filles, je suis dans le club, tu parles trop fort. 1 million, 2 millions, je suis 800 d'abord. Je connais le avant le fisc et tous les accords. Le terrain c'est pas que pour les footers. On voit le ballon, on fait les arrêts. Frappe de Marais, frappe de Gareth Bale. Ce qui vous raconte m'a l'air douteux. Capirana dans un QU2. T'as prié Dieu pour que ça s'arrête, ma gueule. D'où je viens, on mange les requins avec les arêtes. Dans le laboratoire, on fait pas de faute éliminatoire. Le cœur en fer comme Terminator. Je les vois de loin comme les miradors. Vite la taille de la jante, beaucoup de papier, pas de langue de bois. Le bracelet ça coûte une jambe et le prix d'une montre peut coûter un bras.
Coming up next, for San Diego, solid beginning, 3 wins. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Johnson, and it's Jay in at the 2.
And that's how you like to start the game. Boom, straight to the bucket for the easy deuce.
Takes a step back. Here's Boomer. Pass to Banks. 5 to shoot. Count that one.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Here's McMillan. Here's Mr. Incredible. They grab their own miss. Johnson for 3. No luck on that one. Jay, the pass to Jay. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Boomer can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. The financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
VA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Misses the 3. For San Diego, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Jay. Here's Boomer. 16 feet out. Can't get it to drop. Outside Johnson. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Here's Boomer going inside. Here's Banks. And that's good from 17 feet. Banks has got his second basket of the night.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams, most effective lineups, more shooting, and more mobility. That usually overbalance any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
Jay, the pass to Boomer. Offline from the top of the key.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
To the inside. They swipe it. Here's Jay. Pass to Boomer. Here's Jay. With the fadeaway. And McMillan pulls it down. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Speedy. And he drops it in from the low post.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Here's Banks. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Here's Mr. Incredible. From outside the arc. No good that time.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Boomer. No points so far. Here's Banks. And it's rejected. And here they come. Here's Mr. Incredible. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Shams?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimum, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second round potential picks.
Good point. Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Fader on the way. He misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Here's McMillan. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Jay. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Here's Banks, covered by Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort. Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Here's Mr. Incredible. Banked it in off the glass. Mr. Incredible's got 9.
They're really working the paint now.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Boomer. Still no points. Pass to Jay. get back on track. And Speedy clears it away. Got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Mr. Incredible, good. He's got 11.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
San Diego trails by 13. Here's Jay. Pass to Banks. Fades back. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Jay. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up 11. Quarter number 2 coming up. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And it's Banks in at the center position. And it's Jay missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA, NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
They've got Johnson, and it's McMillan in at the 1.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And this matchup with San Diego, it's their first meeting of the season.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Let's give them a round of applause for San Diego Dancers.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Jay, the pass to Mr. Incredible. For 3. Unable to get that one. San Diego trails by 11. Here's Jay. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Pass to Banks from behind the arc. The shot that time not on target. Shooting it well at 59%. McMillan passes to Speedy. And that one is hammered home.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, B.A., and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk-reward that you play with as a general manager.
All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams.
Well, last year, they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
San Diego trails by 16. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's McMillan. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. McMillan's got 6 in the quarter.
and just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Fires in the triple. Boomer's got 7 points.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Outside Johnson. Here's Mr. Incredible. 11 points in the game. Inside. Here's Boomer. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 9. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Outside Johnson. Here's Mr. Incredible. Three-pointer, no good. San Diego trails by 13. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Fires from deep. Offensive board. The three is up. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest. San Diego shooting 56% for the second quarter. Here's Jay. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Boomer. And San Diego another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Shooting 45% here in the second. Here's McMillan. He's got 6.
San Diego foul call. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Speedy. 9 points in the game. And that one's good. Jay.
They're not rolling like they were earlier. The bucket's a little harder to come by.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's San Diego with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half. Here's Banks. Last game he had 34 points. Boomer. Off target with the 3.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 4 rebounds now. And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, BA. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, BA.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Here's Boomer. 15 points in the game. Thanks. The pass to Boomer from 12 feet. Rebounded by Johnson. Gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Here's the pick. Down low. Here's Mr. Incredible. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Boomer. Pass to Jay. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Mr. Incredible. Gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Johnson passes to McMillan. Here's Mr. Incredible. He buries it from 3. Mr. Incredible's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's...
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Here's Jay. And it's Banks in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Here's Jay. Pass to Boomer. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from 3. Boomer's got 18.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's McMillan. 6 points for him. Here's Mr. Incredible. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
So Tuomas Isalo's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A chance here to compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for San Diego.
And their guards have done all they could to keep it close. But they need more balance. They need the front court to do something.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. 3-pointer. Boomer can't get it to go. Here's Mr. Incredible to the paint. Here's Speedy. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
They set the screen. Pass to Banks. There's the triple. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Mr. Incredible, good. Mr. Incredible's got 5 points now this quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Jay. Pass to Boomer. 6 to shoot. Here's Jay. Shot is up. And McMillan pulls it down. McMillan's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Mr. Incredible, good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Fires the 3, and San Diego another 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to McMillan, and there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Jay. Here's Boomer.
Blocking foul.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he drops the first.
0. First personal foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. The shot by Johnson, no good. San Diego trails by 16. Pass to Jay. Here's Boomer. Misses the layup. Gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's McMillan. He's got 6. Here's Mr. Incredible. Connects from downtown. Mr. Incredible's got 12 now in this quarter.
He's getting to his spots and executing. Just making the game look easy.
Here's Jay. Pass to Banks. San Diego needs to get off a shot. They get it back.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Mr. Incredible pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Mr. Incredible's got 14 points now in the second half.
Number 3.
San Diego trails by 21. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Boomer. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. And it's McMillan missing. For San Diego, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Boomer passes to Jay. Good ball movement here by San Diego. Here's Boomer. Drains the triple. Boomer's got 26 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
To the right side. Pass to Speedy. The rebound, San Diego. Banks has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Jay. Right wing. Here's Jay. And McMillan pulls it down. Pass to Speedy. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there. San Diego trails by 20. Here's Jay. Here's Boomer. From deep three-point range. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Jay. Pass to McMillan. To the middle. Mr. Incredible, good. Mr. Incredible's got 16 in the second half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him. Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jay, the pass to Boomer. Off the mark there with a 3. Shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Pass to Speedy. Here's McMillan. Johnson for 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Johnson, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the power forward position. Here's Jay. Pass to Jay.
Come around.
Here's Banks. Ball stolen. Here's McMillan. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
There's a screen. Here's Boomer. That one rolls around and rims out to the paint. Mr. Incredible, good. Mr. Incredible's got 36 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Jay. Pass to Banks. Here's Jay. Out to the right wing. And they're pushing it up. Here's Jay. Finished off the break.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Boomer. Inside. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Pass to Jay. There's a screen. Here's Mr. Incredible. There's the 3. They get it again. Speedy lays it up and banks it in.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Jay, the pass to Boomer. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about them?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Pass to McMillan. Fast break. Here we go.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? For San Diego, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Good ball movement here by San Diego. Jay, the pass to Jay. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jay. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one's good. Mr. Incredible's got 6 here in the quarter.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Thanks. The pass to Jay. Here's Jay. Here's Jay. Pass to Jay. To win the run. Counted from distance.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Banks. Pass to Jay. Goes up. Here's Jay. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. McMillan passes to Jay. Down low. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. And it's Jay missing. For San Diego, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Pass to Jay. Here's Jay. Over to the wing. Jay, the pass to Jay. Here's Banks. Shot blocked. Now Johnson. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
Here's Jay. Pass to McMillan. Here's Jay. This one for 3. The rebound by Jay.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Jay. An easy 2 on the layup. Jay's got his first bucket of the night.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
To the inside. Here's Jay. The rebound, San Diego. Here's Jay. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. No good from 11 feet. Here's Jay to the left wing. Pass to McMillan. Puts it up. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Thanks. The shot, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Jay. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
self-made, made to influence. I turn your castle into a ruin. Sell it a season in the Martha Stewart. The first one get the egg, cock-a-doodle. Only thing we had was bread with the ramen noodles. The young 12 come through and book them like Barnes and Nobles. How you go from a misfit into a mogul? Yeah. This track ought to wake them up, call it Folgers. Surrounded by angels, demons can't approach us. Me llama dos cardenas, baby, buenas noches. See, I'm the big dog, I'm the cane course. End up in different spots, had the same choice. Soon as I plant a seed, I pray the rain moist. Soon as I left, I knew addition, gave the game pause. You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual, face match the Air Forces. What are the good girls that make bad choices? What are the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What are the good girls that make bad choices?
Lunch and Big Sur, magnesium wheels on the Porsche. Made a cup of extra, soda half a bird with the moisture. Tryna dodge in them Ford Taurs. But Metro time with my Delores. Bought the ASC McLaren, rockin' all velour. Bucket had cocked to the side, I'm a connoisseur. How you broke his, but outside chasing. I ain't got no label on the fish, but it's all Dior. This the flow they been waiting on. I got an 80 on. Why you kissing to that you be hating on? Got certain accounts just for money growth, and I don't even gotta do but just make more. Real go make sure it's fam good. Real never quit, even when it's slow. Oh, you thought them was some canned goods, bustin' open, then we right back on the road. Sweatpants, count $250,000 on the floor.
You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are... some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jay. Shaw is out there with the kid, and they're Skinny. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the kid, and it's T with the rebound. Here's Hughes. Skinny the pass to the great. Here's T. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. About a minute played so far here in the first. For 3, comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Tries from 16, and that one drops for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Pass to the magician. Here's T. Here's the magician. Coming in off a 21-point game in his last outing. Pass to Knox. Here's the kid. There's a good screen. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Well, cold start, right? He's taken 4 shots. He's not made one of them.
Now Hughes for the 3. Offensive rebound.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Back to Knox. Pass to Shaw. Over to the left wing. Here's the kid. Gets an open look and hits.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's the magician. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Shaw. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The kid passes to Shaw. Here's the great. Still yet to score. Here's the magician. Shoots. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. So it's the visitors now. 8-point game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the basket by Knox.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Pass to Jay. To the wing on the left. They set the screen. The kid can't hit.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Inside. Here's the great. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Knox. Pass to the kid. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Skinny. Skinny's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's the kid. And the call will go against the great. That's his first foul. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Jones checked in for Skinny.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's the kid. Last time out, he had 44 points. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Hughes, the pass to the Magician. Fires for three. On the basket by Jones.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's the pick to end the cold streak. The shot, no good. Got 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. The shot by Hughes, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's blocked.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Moss hits the three-point bomb. T's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Latrey. The shot, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
On the wing, Jones. From deep. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the right wing. Knox the pass to Shaw. Here's the kid. Pass to Jay. A three ball. The rebound by Hughes.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Up 19. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Skinny is out there with Jones. Then it's Hughes, and there's the great, and it's the Magician in at the one. He's perfect from the line this time. Shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Get out there with Shaw. Then there's Skinny. Then there's Jay. Here's the Magician. Pass to Skinny. 5 on the clock. Here's the Magician. Takes the three. Jay with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here is Shaw. Pass to the kid. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8. Here's the great. Off target at the rim. Being a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Stripped it away. Pass to Hughes. Pulls up on the wing. And his third shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. And it's blocked. Here's the great. Pass to the Magician. And here is Hughes, down low, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Gone 1 of 3 to start off the second quarter. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Knox. Pass to the Kid. Hangs home the trifecta. The Kid's got 5.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Skinny gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Knox. Pass to Shaw. The putback. No dice on the putback jam.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And here is Hughes. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Knox. Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Out left to the wing. To the middle. Missed inside. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And the basket by the great. He has 5.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Knox. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
T's checked in for Skinny. Here's Knox. Pass to the Kid. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season.
They had such a strong presence in the paint. Just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong as a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Kevin, back to you.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie. The Kid gets the bucket. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Moss buries it from 3-point range. T's got 8.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Pass to the Kid. Off target from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hughes, the pass to Moss. Here's Hughes. Shoots from the high post. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Knox misses. Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the basket by the great.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's Knox. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the first one drops.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Knox. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the basket by Shaw.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's the magician. He takes it in.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Here's Shaw. From outside, off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hughes. Drains the three-pointer. Hughes got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Here is Shaw. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And that one misses. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on the second free throw. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, everybody.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the home team, this is what.
And that is it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offensive boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
T is out there with Skinny, and there's the great. Then it's Hughes, and it's the magician in at the point. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Pass to Hughes. To the inside. And he stuffs it. On a pass to set him up.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word. We have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. There's the screen. Pass to Shaw. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
6 to shoot. Here's Jay. Releases. And it's T with the rebound. T's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to the Magician. Shoots the 3. Here's Moss. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's the kid. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Jay. Lets it go with the 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The steal. To the paint. And the basket by Shaw. Shaw's got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's T. He's got 10. Here's the Magician. They get the rebound. Here's Hughes. Nailed from three-point land. Hughes got his second basket of the game.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Pass to Shaw. Here's the kid. Here's the break. And here we go. Moss, the pass to the great. Shaw with the rebound. Shaw's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Jones checked in for Skinny. Gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. T's shot is good.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's the kid. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Shaw. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
4th personal foul.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Jay's checked in for Hughes. And so he hits both. Here's the Magician. Down low. Here's Moss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2. Moss.
And the first one at the line is good. Jay's checked in for Jay. Both good from the line that time. And 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. To the left wing. Here's Shaw. Misses the hook. Gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Jones, the pass to Moss. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Here's Knox. Right wing. Here's the kid. A three-pointer is right on target. The kid's got 12 in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Picked his pocket. Here's the magician. Here's the great. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Jay. Here's the kid. Here's Jay. The great grabs the miss. 1:19 left to play here in the third. To the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
1:05 left to play in the third. Here is Shaw. He's got 15. Pass to Jay. Clock at 6. Here's the kid. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And 64% beautiful all-around play by this offense. The great drills it from outside.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Seeing a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Here's the kid. 12 points for him. In the corner, Knox with it. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the great. Here's the magician. That three off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jay out there with Jay. Then it's the kid.
My trooping fool, I got skills. So back on up for it. Down for whatever, and I'm full off. You gets no love, and I thought you knew it, fool. You You know how we do it. West side, coming from the west side. It's nothing but the west side. Chilling with the homies, smelling the double park. Then I'm talking to Dub about who got a plan, who got a plot, who got, and who got. Cause everybody knows that he got the info. Crazy tunes hanging out the window. Fool, I got them bombs, tapes, the lynch mob, Planet of the Apes. I'm down with 8, and what's up? Cam and Solo, they got. When Ice Cube write a sentence, I want the bomb. Just like George Clinton, SKP is down to put on knee deep. We'll turn out your party. You get no love, and I thought you knew it. Fool, you know how we do it. You know how we do it. Getting on the west side. Jack be nimble and Jack be quick if you wanna jack me on a lick. Cause I'm that fool from South Central. You think you stuck yourself with a number 2 pink, so that's how. With more bounce to the ounce in the dash. Mash up and that's headed for the west. Everything is great. Slow down for the dip on the 108 and keep mashing. Don't try to keep the pole from crashing. Stashing the and I thought you knew it. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. West side. Getting on the west side. Coming from the west side. It's nothing but the west side.
Top 5 lister, double S drifter. Then you know I came with it. If she cute with her lips shutting like missiles. Act right, you can get a Nissan Sentra. For all you the driver inside got a license, they hop up out the pot and get your top round.
Coming right up, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. It's next. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jackson. And it's Cunningham in at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 4. And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are outperforming early expectations.
Pass to the franchise. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Houdini. Picked it out of midair. Rebounded by Tiny. Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Tiny. And we're about a minute into the first. From the high post. Doesn't go for him.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
The doctor. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First trip to the line for him here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Tiny. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Chamberlain. And a missed layup. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Drives to the hoop. Here's Miracle Man. The layup off target. Cunningham, left side. Pass to Tiny. Here's Houdini. No one near him. Chamberlain, no good. Called 1 of 4 to begin this one. Inside. Pass to the franchise. Clock at 6. And they're running. Now here's Jackson. Defended by Brown. Rejected by Brown. Here's the doctor. Here's the franchise. Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the doctor. Knocks down the step back Jay.
But the defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Jackson outside. To the paint. In transition, here they come. The shot by the franchise, no good. Gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Tiny. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to the franchise.
Number 25. First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's the home team now. There's the screen. Driving to the basket. The rebound by Jackson.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Blocked! Here's the doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Doctor. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Gone only 1 of 6 so far. Here's Tiny. Jackson outside. Here's Houdini. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to the franchise. And they recover it. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's the franchise, and that one off the back of the rim and in. The franchise has got his second basket.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Jackson outside. Cunningham passes to Houdini. Pass to Tiny. The three. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Outside, Brown takes the three. Houdini grabs a board. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Tiny. Here's Chamberlain. No points yet. Clock at 4. His first shot coming late. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Pass to the franchise, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Here's Tiny. Jackson finds Cunningham. It's not going to go for him. Here's the franchise. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to the franchise. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the doctor. No good from outside.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot. Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Uses the glass on the layup.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Jackson outside. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. It's deflected. Here's the franchise. To the middle. Pass to Doctor. Fades away. And no good.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what blew him off and made him miss.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
They've got Cunningham, and it's Jackson in at the power forward spot. To the paint. Here's Miracle Man. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's Houdini. Yet to see a basket. Inside. Blocked! Here's the franchise. Here's Miracle Man. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Here's the franchise. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts. Here's Tiny. Jackson outside. Pass to Tiny. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Tiny's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Outside, Brown. They set the pick. touch off the glass.
Not an ideal start for them. The shots weren't dropping, but they're definitely surging now and could open this lead up even more.
Here's Tiny. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Houdini. Got a hand on it. Pass to the franchise. Here's the doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. The doctor pass to Miracle Man. From outside, off the mark. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Wolverines. It's a 5-point game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Here's the doctor. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes. The doctor's got 6 points.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Tiny. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Tiny's got his third basket of the night. He's gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass the doctor. Here's the franchise. They set a pick. And here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. That shot missing.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Here's the doctor, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul,
on Sunday, then on Monday, and he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Jackson outside. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And Miracle Man gets it to go.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Tiny. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Timeout, Wolverine.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. So it's the home team now. 3-point lead.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Here's Tiny. Give him 8. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Brown. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. the inside. Here's Miracle Man. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Miracle Man's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Here's Tiny. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Pass to the franchise. Here's Miracle Man. Here's the franchise. Off target from three-point range. Gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Chamberlain. Rejected by Brown. 1:11 left in the first half. Here's Miracle Man. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Brown. The fader. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Houdini. And there's the rejection. Here's the doctor. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Miracle Man. And rejected. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From the wing. Rebounded by the doctor. Gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Here's the franchise. He's got 9. And that's not going to go. And so that's the end of the first half. They're up by 6. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the home team, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team.
Turning back now to that game we've been watching, a positive first half for the home team. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shooting poorly, just 30% so far. And it's Miracle Man in at the 5. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Houdini. No good, off the front rim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Pass to Tiny. Brown with the steal. Here's the doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. And there's the drive. And Miracle Man gets it to go. Miracle Man's got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And it's Cunningham missing. Shooting just 37% in the game. Pass to Doctor. Here's the franchise. Here's Miracle Man. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. Spins. Here's the franchise. Hits a three-pointer. 12 points for him.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Tiny. give him 8 points now. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
And he can't hit the second. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Knocked loose. Here we go. And the basket by Houdini. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to the franchise. Out left to the wing. Here's the doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. That's short off the rim. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Houdini. The rebound by the franchise. The franchise has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Pass to Houdini. Now here's Jackson. It's tipped.
Out of halftime. Not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Tiny. Lets it go from the wing. Houdini. Great positioning on the putback.
And keeping the play alive with his activity. I love the effort.
Pass to Doctor. The drought. Doesn't go that time. Gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Jackson gets the bucket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Jackson's gone 3 of 7 tonight. Here's the franchise. He's got 12. Right side Brown. Here's the franchise. And it's all from three-point range. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
They set the pick. Pass to Tiny. Here's Chamberlain. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Chamberlain's got 8.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to the franchise. Here's the doctor. No good on the 3.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Offensive rebound.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And there's a pick. Pass to Miracle Man. They still need this. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got 5 rebounds in the game. We've got 1:55 left in the third. For the lead. Rebounded by the Doctor. The Doctor's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Here's the franchise. 12 points for him. Left side, Brown. From deep. The shot off that time. Shooting a disappointing 38%. With the teardrop. And it's Houdini missing. Shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. The rebound by Jackson. They've been behind all night, but that might change here.
Big possession here in terms of momentum.
Pass to Houdini. For the lead. Tiny, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's the Doctor. Give him 8 points now. To win the drought. And he lays it in. He has 6.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Cunningham outside. Launches it. That shot off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
"11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 4 on the clock. Pass the Doctor. 3-pointer. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. They lead by 2. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Jackson, and it's Houdini in at the small forward position. Pass to Miracle Man. Here's the Doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. And the basket by the Doctor.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Now Jackson. Here's Houdini. Got a piece of it. Here's the Doctor. Pass to the franchise. No good on the triple.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. The franchise. Pass to the Doctor. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Brown. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Miracle Man. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Tiny. To tie it up. And he sinks the layup. And that ties it up.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Pass to the franchise. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Here's the doctor. Clock at 6. The 3 ball.
He hit 1-3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Pass to Cunningham. The offensive rebound. Tiny passes to Cunningham. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's the franchise. He's watched by Cunningham. From the high post. And the basket by the doctor. The doctor's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And there's the screen. Pass to Tiny. Cunningham outside. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the layup.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
To the wing, right side. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. With the crossover, pass to Miracle Man. Good.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot. That's great decision making.
Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Jackson outside. Here's Tiny. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. The franchise. Pass to Miracle Man. It's stolen away. Pass to Cunningham. To the middle. And stolen by Brown. Here's the doctor. They set the screen. Here's Miracle Man. Defended by Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up with 3. And Cunningham pulls it down. Shooting just around 32% from the field. Here's Tiny. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Tiny's gotten 4 this quarter.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
He launches. Shot's no good. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Now Cunningham. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
From deep. Oh, it's off. Got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Tiny. Yes! Locked in on the chain. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter here. Another steal. Lays it in easily.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's the doctor. He's watched by Cunningham. Brown, a screen on Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Oh, no good.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Left in the fourth quarter. Jackson the screen, down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, missed on the tray. Shooting 27% here in the fourth. He fires from 18. From downtown. Cunningham there for the rebound.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wolverines. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Yes, sir! That one's good!
It was like the defense just totally forgot about the shooter. So he turns the missed free throw into more points.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, the shot is off! No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Tiny. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce,
I fell in